Hey guys, Brian delivered you the goods here. Sorry that my hair is very messy right now. I'm about to go take a shower very soon. So, yeah, it just got really messy because of the hot weather and all that. Because it's just ridiculously hot outside. But I'm returning to you for Jack White's new album review. And this is for the new album by Jack White, Entering Heaven Alive, that I just got done listening to for this Entering Heaven Alive album that I listened to for like 11 songs, I believe, that was on this album. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for Jack White's new album, Entering Heaven Alive, and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this album review. Now it starts with the first song, which is a tip from you to me. And it was a solid track. I wasn't blown away by it, but it was had pretty nice acoustic work in it. So not hating it for what it's going for. So 4.5 out of 5 for me. It structurally doesn't do too bad with how Jack White is wanting the song to turn out. So yeah, good start, I guess. So 4.5 out of 5. All Along the Way was another solid track. Um, Not sure how I'm feeling about this one, but um, maybe in time it might grow on me after repeated listens. But for a score, I'd give it a 4.5 out of 5. I don't hate this song. I'm just on the fence with it a little bit, but just a tad bit. But it still impressed me a bit with the acoustic guitar work, Jack White singing in it, and it's not too bad. Help Me Along was another solid track. It's pretty long. It's like the longest song on here, I think. Um, it's like 4 minutes and 46 seconds, if I remember correctly. So it's pretty lengthy, but um, it works for what it's going for. Production, mixing, and execution, it's not too bad for what it's going for. So 4.5 out of 5 for this one. Love is Selfish is another solid track. There's a lot of solid tracks on this album, just clarifying to let you know. Because there's going to be a lot of 4.5 out of 5s for this review, just letting you know. Um, but yeah, Love is Selfish will get a 4.5 out of 5. The melody's not bad. The acoustic guitar work is pretty solid, and Jack White singing in it is pretty strong. It has its strong moments and its weak moments. It just depends on the area and the song. I've Got You Surrounded with My Love was another solid track. Not really sure what to think of it on upon first listen, or about, yeah, first listen, because I had to re-listen to this a few more times from the beginning, but I only listened to it one time through the whole listen. So, yeah, I'll have to come back and re-listen to this a little bit more, see if it does grow on me. But for what it is, I don't know if this is an album I'd really return to, honestly. But I've Got You Surrounded with My Love is a solid track for what it went for. But first score, I'd give this song a 4.5 out of 5. Queen of the Bees actually had Jack White singing pretty well in this song. Wasn't disappointed with this song for what it went for. So I might give it like a 4.5 out of 5. It has some solid moments and strong moments too, but it tends to have some weak moments with how the delivery for the song is. So yeah, 4.5 out of 5 for Queen of the Bees. A Tree on Fire from Within is another solid track, meaning it's not bad. It's When I mean by solid, I mean they're not bad songs. They just have a tad bit of flaws to it. But other than that, I think A Tree on Fire from Within has Jack White singing alright in the song, and the execution and delivery is not too bad. So 4.5 out of 5. If I Die Tomorrow was one of the singles for this album. I just looked into it when I looked up his channel and I was like, okay. So it's one of the singles. So yeah, it's not a bad song. It has nice acoustic work in it. And this whole album does have acoustic work in it and different kind of experimentation with different instruments in this song, or this album, I meant to say. But still, I think for what this is going for, I'm not really hating it that much. So 4.5 out of 5 for If I Die Tomorrow. Please God, Don't Tell Anyone was another. It was pretty mellow at times, but it works for what it's going for. And Jack White singing really silently kind of can be alright or iffy, but it just depends on the listener, I guess. So, me personally, I don't hate it, so 4.5 out of 5. A Madman from Manhattan is the second to last song on the album, and it's solid too, so I'll give this a 4.5 out of 5. Not hating how it's sounding, it's just the way Jack White is singing the song is how the delivery is going to turn out with this track. So, yeah. Taking Me Back Gently had this weird instrumentation and the violin work and other things like that. I don't know, it's just a weird, funky tune, but I guess it's decent. It's not terrible, it's just I'm not sure what to think of this one because I found this to be my very least favorite, but for right now it's 4 out of 5. Overall, I think this Entering Heaven Alive Jack White album was a good listen. I was not disappointed with this one. Um, it's the second album he released for this year, and not really disappointed with this one. I think Fear of the Dawn was had its quirky moments, but other than that, these albums of his are average to good. Fear of the Dawn was probably the average one in my opinion, and this one was probably a little bit stronger than the last album. So first score for me, I'm giving Jack White Entering Heaven Alive album an 8 out of 10. This was a good listen. Definitely recommend checking it out if you haven't listened to it yet. It's coming out at midnight tonight, so yeah, I think you guys might enjoy some moments in it. It's not terrible, it's just there's some moments where it has its stale moments, and for some listeners, they may find it to be boring, but this is the kind of music he goes for, so it's not terrible, in my opinion. I think it's good for this album, at least, so he did pretty alright for this album. Comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Jack White album Entering Heaven Alive if you've heard it. And if you enjoyed this album review I made for you guys this early evening, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Support the channel. I had to download this through an RAR file in order to listen to this album today. So I downloaded it like I think around noonish or somewhere around there, maybe 1 o'clock. I can't remember, but I remember downloading it a few hours ago, so I wasn't really disappointed with this release from him. And it's not too bad. It's good for what it is. It's not the best listen, but hey, this is nothing that bad. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this Jack White Entering Heaven Alive album review. Keep in mind, I'm just expressing my own opinion on this album. If you don't agree with it, you can dislike or click off the video. But if you do, then that's great. Because definitely leave your comments below and let me know what you're thinking about with this album, meaning what your favorite songs are on this album or what you're uh, basically enjoying from this album. I think Taking Me Back has a cool, funky tune, but it performs decently in my opinion. And it's probably the more catchier song. And All Along Along the Way was pretty nice too. So, not really hating these songs for what they're going for. But anyway, stay safe, guys. Take care. I hope you enjoyed this lengthy album review for Jack White, Entering Heaven Alive. And as always, I will see you in my next review.